What's up, Blazer fans? Welcome into 8 things I'll be watching in this year's NBA Summer League. The Blazers' first Summer League game is later today, tipping off at 9 p.m. Pacific time, a very late start time. We will be streaming that game, doing live play-by-play, reacting live to the things that I'm going to talk about in this video. This is going to be a Summer League preview of sorts, and hopefully you'll be able to catch me and Eric later today with that live stream. It'll be streamed right here on the main channel, Blazers Uprise, 9 p.m. Pacific time. If you haven't yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button below. We're getting close to 7,000 subs. Also hit that like button, it helps us out. And let's jump into 8 things that I'm looking for in Summer League, starting from 8, working my way up to 1. Now, this is the only thing that doesn't really pertain to a specific player. I'm looking out for some highlight dunks. I'm hoping for some highlights. I'm hoping for some big time moments, some big time posters, some SportsCenter top 10 plays, and that sort of thing. The Blazers have an extremely athletic Summer League team this year. You got KEON Johnson, who jumps out the gym, Shaedon Sharpe, Greg Brown III. Those 3 guys in particular should be major threats to maybe have the dunk of Summer League. So I'm looking out for some highlight dunks. Now, Brandon Williams doesn't have much buzz going into this year's Summer League. There are some other players that we'll get to in a second that have more hype going into Summer League, but Brandon Williams is a dynamic scorer, and I feel like his game is built to thrive in Summer League, and I think he has a legitimate chance at winning Summer League MVP. We saw some really good moments from him at the NBA level last year, where he'd have some big games, scoring the ball in a variety of ways, being able to blaze past people on the dribble, hit step back threes, and that sort of thing. I think Brandon Williams is the sneakiest pick for Summer League MVP. If there is going to be a Blazer that wins Summer League MVP, I would bet on it being Brandon Williams, simply because we've seen his scoring at the NBA level, and I think his game is built to just absolutely thrive in Summer League. So now that this offseason is pretty much wrapping up, Didi Louzada is still on the roster. It looks like he's going to be on the team next year. So now I have to try and formulate an opinion about his game. I haven't really had one up until this point. He played a couple games for the Blazers in the tanking season that was last year. You couldn't make anything out of those games. He didn't play much before he got to Portland, and before that he was playing overseas. So this Summer League is going to be the first real chance to be able to get a good feel for his game, and I think in the best case scenario, he's a guy that can maybe knock down some threes and play some defense. That's what I'm looking for him at a Summer League. In that case, if the Blazers have some injury issues, that's always the type of player that you can plug into the lineup. He's going to space the floor, catch and shoot, and then on the other end, he's not hurting you on defense. That's the best insurance policy to have in a player, in my opinion. Now, KEON Johnson's fit on this team is weird. You have so many guards, so many perimeter players, and KEON Johnson is stuck behind pretty much all of them. This isn't necessarily the best situation for KEON Johnson to develop as a player. He's going to struggle to get any sort of playing time, even if injuries hit here and there next season. So I'm looking at the Summer League as maybe a chance for him to showcase himself as a capable NBA player and to potentially be trade bait for the Portland Trail Blazers, because I still think the Blazers need to shore up their front court depth. They still need another big man, maybe a backup 4 that can play some 5, and trading KEON Johnson for that would make the most sense. Now, I don't think NBA GMs are going to base too much off of Summer League when trying to gauge a player's trade value or what he could do at the next level. However, if KEON Johnson comes out and has a phenomenal Summer League, plays some solid defense, shows that he can hit the 3 ball, which has been a concern of his over his career, and then shows off his wild athleticism, then maybe he raises his trade value a bit and the Blazers can get a little bit more return on value from the initial Clippers trade where they dealt Robert Covington and Norman Powell away. I think KEON Johnson is somebody to watch, not necessarily because I think he's going to be on the Blazers in the long term, but because there might be an August trade once again. Now, Greg Brown III said in a recent interview that he was focusing on trying to become a lockdown defensive player. Now, he has the athleticism, he has the length, I think he has the agility to be a good defensive player. We saw in last year's Summer League, Greg Brown III have some really good moments blocking shots around the rim. However, he definitely needed to improve on his perimeter defense, and that's what I'm going to be looking for from him in this year's Summer League. Can he guard guards on the perimeter? Can he pressure the ball and not get beat off the dribble? Is his rotations accurate? Does he help in time? That sort of thing is what I'm going to be looking for out of Greg Brown III. If he can become a positive defensive player, maybe even a lockdown guy, then he could provide value to a Portland Trail Blazers team that has been looking for forwards that can defend for a while. Now we get into our first rookie, JABARI Walker. I dropped a video on him a little while back after we drafted him, and I give my full thoughts on his game in that video. So if you haven't watched that and want to know my thoughts, definitely go check it out after this one. JABARI Walker profiles is a guy that can knock down the three ball and a guy that can play some defense. I am a little bit more curious about his defense. I think he will definitely be a solid three-point shooter. So I'm going to pay attention to JABARI Walker's defensive game, but then I'm also going to see if he can create a little bit, because that is something he struggled with in college. He didn't create much off the dribble and he didn't finish well around the rim. If he can show some flashes of that, that'll make me a little bit more optimistic with projecting him as an NBA guy long term. And maybe he could be a guy that could help out the Portland Trail Blazers in the next year or two.
Damn.
Now, Trendon Watford had a great rookie season last year, coming into the NBA undrafted. He was phenomenal, had some really big moments down the stretch where he showcased his ability as a creative and crafty scorer, a good ball handler for his size, a good passer for his size, and somebody that could just make plays. He was also much more impressive defensively than I thought he was going to be in his rookie season. He wasn't projected as a good defender coming out of LSU, and he showcased that he at least could be in the right position and was smart enough defensively to be able to maybe be a positive on that end. The one thing that he still struggled with, and that he struggled with in college, is his three-point shooting, and that's what I'm looking for out of Trendon Watford in Summer League. Can he knock down three-point shots consistently? Can he knock down threes off the dribble? Because he has shown the ability to hit some shots off the dribble sporadically in college. I want to see if he's been working on his three-point shot and if he can take some of those reps from practice into game action and knock down shots consistently. If Trendon Watford can knock down the three ball, then it would be hard to keep him out of the rotation next season. And finally, Shaedon Sharpe. Is he ready to go? How good is he? This is a guy who didn't play any college ball, as most of you probably already know. If you don't know, definitely go watch back my many videos on him. But obviously with Shaedon Sharpe, I'm looking for everything. Is he a good three-point shooter? Catch and shoot, attacking the rim, playmaking, defense. I'm looking for everything from Shaedon Sharpe. I just want to see him play. This is somebody that I've never watched play in live action before. I've watched some film back, but I've never watched him live. And obviously he was the mystery of the NBA draft. There's going to be a lot of eyeballs on him. He's going to be going up against Jaden Ivey in his very first game. As I said, we're streaming that tonight. Should be fun. And I think if you asked Blazer fans what's the number one thing that gets them excited for Summer League this year, pretty much all of them would say Shaedon Sharpe. I'd be hard-pressed to find somebody who wouldn't put Shaedon Sharpe as the number one reason they're going to watch Trailblazer Summer League this season. So that's what I'll be watching. I'll be watching some Shaedon Sharpe, and hopefully he has a good Summer League. He could have a chance at minutes next season. I think we might get a good feel for how much of a role he could handle next year, just based on what he shows us in Summer League. We'll be able to tell if he's potentially ready or if he's not ready at all. So hopefully it's the positive result, and hopefully the Blazers are looking like they got a steal this time 2 weeks from now. Anyway, that wraps up this Summer League preview. Let me know if there's any things that you'll be looking for that I did not include in this video. Leave them down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of the Summer League roster, some of the guys on it, and stay tuned. I will have a live watch party or a post-game stream for every Summer League game. I will tag everybody in our Discord server. You can join that by clicking the link in the description box below, and I will tweet on Twitter on our channel's Twitter page, at BlazersUpriseYT, every time we drop anything. So stay caught up on that by following our Twitter page or joining our Discord server. Anyway, that's a wrap for this video. I'm out of here. I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, as always, peace out. Go Blazers.